dear students, and welcome to another English virtual class. Our topic is household chores, and today we are going to practice English sounds pronunciation, learn new words to talk about house and chores, read a text about a family, complete some reading comprehension exercises, and revise present simple. Being in the classroom, we have to use a specific language. There are some phrases that might help you during the English lesson. So when you want to enter the classroom, you should ask, "May I come in?" If you have a question, it's better to say, "Can I ask you a question?" When you know the answer to the question, of course you can say, "May I answer the question?" In case you need someone's help, you can ask in this way, "Can you help me, please?" When you are ready with the answer or presentation, you'd better go in front of the class. Before this, ask for permission. "Can I go to the board?" If something happens, you can go out, and the question is, "May I go out?" When you want to say something in English but you are not sure about the meaning or translation of the word, you'd better ask your teacher, "Excuse me, what's the English for?" Or "How do you say this in English?" In case you are lost in the course book and you don't know where to open it, ask anyone, "What page are we on?" And of course, in order to have better results, you have to work at home. So at the end of the lesson, you may ask your teacher, "What is the homework for the next time?" I'd like you to pay attention to the following sound. The letter W is pronounced as well as the letter combination WH. W. Repeat the words, please. We, well, will, way, word, work, why, where, what, when, sweet, swim, between. Now let's practice reading some sentences. Very well. This way, please. What do you want to do? Where do you work? Our next step aims to enrich your vocabulary, so it's time to learn some new words. Have a look at the screen. There are some words and their explanation. More than that, there are some sentences that may help you better understand the word. Sweep, sweep. To clean something, especially a floor, by using a brush to collect the dirt. For example, my aunt sweeps the floor every day. Meal, meal. An occasion when food is eaten. We should always wash our hands before meal. Tidy up, tidy up. To make a place or a collection of things tidy. The children tidy up their rooms every Saturday. The next word, household chore. Household chore. It's a piece of work or a task that has to be done regularly around the house. Watering the flowers is my sister's household chore. Lay the table. Lay the table. To arrange the meals on the table. For example, I helped my mom to lay the table. Time for practice. Choose the right word for the following definition. To arrange the meal on the table. To lay the table. To clean the floor using a brush. Okay, to sweep. An occasion when food is eaten. That's right, it's a meal. A task that has to be done regularly at home. Household chore. To make a place clean. Tidy up. Now you are going to listen to a text, and I'd like you to pay attention to the details in order to complete a comprehension exercise. Household chores. The Browns live in a big modern house in Linz. It has plenty of rooms and there is a lot of work to do in it. So they all have household chores. Mrs. Brown cooks the meals for the whole family. Her husband, Mr. Brown, goes shopping. He also cleans the carpets on cleaning days. Their son Alan takes the rubbish out and tidies up his room. Maggie is the youngest in the family. Her duty is to put away her toys, but she doesn't like to do it. She likes to sweep the floor in the kitchen and she always helps her mother to lay the table. Nobody likes to wash up, so they think of buying a dishwasher. Well done! So, I'm sure you already know the words well and you have paid attention to the details of the text. And you are ready to correct the sentences. The Browns live in a small old house. Is it right? No, the Browns live in a big modern house. Are there a few rooms in the house? Of course not. The house has plenty of rooms and there is a lot of work to do in it. Does Mrs. Brown go shopping with her family? No, Mrs. Brown cooks the meals for the whole family. Okay, Mr. Brown helps his wife with cooking, is it right? No, Mr. Brown, her husband, he goes shopping and cleans the carpets. Alan cleans the carpets with his father on cleaning days. Alan takes the rubbish out and tidies up his room. Alan's sister likes to put away her toys. Do you remember? Alan's sister likes to sweep the floor in the kitchen. She doesn't like to put away her toys. Okay, have a look at the screen. There are some sentences. I will read them and then you will remember some rules or some things that you used before. I usually drink tea in the morning. He never goes to bed late. Do you often visit your grandparents? She doesn't speak German. So, what do all of these sentences express? Of course, they express repetition, habits, or generalization, and this is present simple. So, present simple is the tense that we are used when we want to say that something happens repeatedly, or it's a habit, or it happens in general. Let's revise the forms of present simple. In positive, we have two forms. We have work for I, you, we, or they, and we have the form works. So it means that we have to add an S to the verb for he, she, it. What about the negative? For negative, we use don't or doesn't. I don't work, you don't work, or we and they don't work. For he, she, it, of course, we have a different form, and this is doesn't. So he doesn't work, or she doesn't work, it doesn't work. Not less important is question. Do you remember how we can ask questions in present simple? Of course, you know do you or does he. So, do I work? And the answers yes I do or no I don't. Do you work? Yes, you do or no, you don't. The same is with we and they, but pay attention to he, she, it. Does he work? Yes, he does or no, he doesn't. Or does she work? Yes, she does. No, she doesn't. Alright, now let's change the subjects of the sentences and have other forms of the verb. For example, I open the door. If the subject is he, how would the sentence be? He opens the door. We have to add an S. I don't iron the clothes. What about he? He doesn't iron the clothes. Do you sweep the floor? Does he sweep the floor? Then imagine the subject is she. How could the sentences change? They make the bed. What about she? She makes the bed. they don't clean the windows. She doesn't clean the windows. And do they walk the dog? Does she walk the dog? Okay, another exercise is for you to make up sentences using the given words. The first, have a look at the screen, try to make sentences and then check. For the first one, my aunt sometimes sweeps the floor in the evening. The second, his father never irons the clothes. I'd like you to pay attention to the words sometimes and never. Where are they placed? They are before the verb. And remember, the adverbs like sometimes, never, usually, always, often, seldom are always placed before the verbs. The next sentence, and usually waters the plants in the house. Or the children always put away the toys. And the last one, Ben often walks the dog in the park. Again, we have the adverbs usually, always, often before the verb. Alright, let's wrap up what we have done during this lesson. Today, we have practiced English sounds pronunciation. We have learned new words to talk about house and duties or chores. Then we have read a text about a family. We completed some reading comprehension exercises and we revised present simple. That's it for now. Goodbye.